Let me start. My name is Richard DeSauger, and as a member of the Mashpee Historical Commission and as chair of the Veteran Banner Committee, on behalf of both the Commission and the Banner Committee, I want to welcome you to this display of the Mashpee Veteran Banners here in this beautiful community park on this beautiful summer day here in the heart of Mashpee Center. This is the second annual display of veteran banners made possible by the hard work of a special banner committee appointed by the Historical Commission, made up of myself, the chair of the Historical Commission, Alva Costello, Jack Gardner, Norman Dias, both Jack and Norman from the Mashpee VFW Post 5489, Shirley Oakley from the Ladies Auxiliary, and Larry Crone, veteran and town resident. We were assisted greatly by the Commission's Executive Secretary, Ann Graham, who's here as well. So to begin the program, I'd like to introduce Earl Mills Jr., Chief Swift Eagle, lifelong resident of Mashpee and chief of the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, to lead us in an honor prayer. Chief.
Thank you for allowing me to be here, and on behalf of my dad and my uncles that served in the war, my late uncle that didn't come back. It's an honor to be here in front of you all and to be part of this. So I'm going to offer a brief prayer on behalf of our relatives that are being honored here, and bear with me. Oh, Grandfather, Great Spirit, Creator of all things, we offer greetings and thanksgivings to you. We offer greetings and thanksgivings to you, Mother Earth, our grandmother, the holder of the bones of our relatives, the giver of life in this physical form. We thank you for this beautiful day, for the sunshine and the clouds and the nice breeze, because we are here to remember our relatives that have, many of whom have sacrificed their lives on our behalf and who have dedicated time in their life, put themselves in harm's way. It is a noble task and one that is worthy of much praise and honor, and we are here to honor those people, those men and those women, at this special time, in this special place that is set aside, where we can come and remember the people that took time out of their lives to put themselves in harm's way on our behalf. Thank you for this beautiful place where we can come and sit and reflect on the lives of our children yet unborn, that they can come into this place and just be free and live in this beautiful place. We thank you for the waters and the winds, for the beautiful plants, for the birds that sing, and for the four-leggeds that keep us company and give us awe. Let us never forget those who made the selfless task of putting themselves between us and danger. Whether it's our brave young sons and daughters or the professionals that do it every day, let's always remember those that keep us safe and keep us free. Aho, wami na tong kusat. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I'd like to introduce John Cotton, who is a member of the Mashpee Select Board. He's also a veteran, and his photo actually is on display, that of his sons over here next to the gazebo. And John is going to lead us in the pledge to the flag. John.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you could join me, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, John. I also want to introduce the chair of the Mashpee Select Board, Michaela Weiler-Colombo, with a greeting from the town of Mashpee. And I also want to recognize other selectmen that are here. I see David Whedon, who's here, as well as John. Am I missing? So thank you also for coming. Michaela?
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Town of Mashpee Select Board, welcome to the unveiling of these beautiful banners honoring our veterans during this 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. We honor and appreciate the service of all our veterans and service members. We also want to recognize the important work of the Mashpee Historical Commission. Through their efforts, this project has been a true community builder. Many local businesses donated funds to cover the cost of the banners. The Mashpee Department of Public Works hung the banners, and the Mashpee Public Library hosted the submission box for applications. As a result, we have these very special, beautiful banners honoring our veterans. The Mashpee Select Board thanks everyone who played a role in this beautiful project. The banners will be on display throughout the summer for our veterans, the Mashpee community, and the visitors, all visitors to Community Park. So please take the time to see each one of them. Thank you again to the service for people who are serving now and all of our veterans, and to the Historical Commission. Thank you.
Thank you, Michaela. Again this year, we would determine that the veterans would not pay any cost towards the banners, as we feel they have sacrificed already for our country, and our goal was to honor the veterans. We also would determine that this would not be something that would be paid for by the taxpayers of the town. Not 1 cent of this project comes from taxpayer money. Instead, we sent out fundraising letters to the business and civic community. Through their generosity, enough money was raised to pay for these banners. Please note the sponsor's name on the banner that hangs on the railing in the back of the Archives building. That will stay up all year. And also the names listed on the back of your program of those who are sponsors. And again, we strongly thank Mashpee Pops, Solar Rising LLC, Johns Pond Village, Linda McGuire, FEDE Corporation, and Cape Cod 5, because without their support, these banners would not be possible. I also want to thank our DPW, under the leadership of our Superintendent, Catherine Laurent, and especially for the work, and it was in the hot sun, that DPW employee, Scott Sylvia, who was the one that put up all these banners. I cannot say enough good things about what the DPW does with the care of this park, making it such a beautiful place, and they keep it up on a regular basis. So any veteran who honorably served and who currently lives in Mashpee or used to live in Mashpee was eligible to have their photo displayed on the banners, no matter where they enlisted from. I also want to thank the support of Kathy Mahoney in the town library. For 2 months, we had a veteran box that was placed in the front desk at the library in the spring, and it was attached to the forms that were necessary to participate in this program. Veterans or family members who wanted to honor a family veteran had to email a hopefully high-quality photo to the banner committee. the quality of the photo is reflected on the quality of the photo that we received for the banner. We were limited to just 2 veteran banners to each of the 19 lampposts, and that's a total of 38 veterans that you will see throughout the park. Now, if there were more than 38 veterans who applied, we would conduct a lottery. Those not selected were guaranteed to have their photo on a banner the following year. Last year we had 45 veterans that applied. The 7 veterans who did not make the lottery last year are now on the banners this year. This year we did not quite have 38 new veterans apply, which is why we repeated 5 banners that were hung last year. We hope we'll continue this as an annual event, a never-ending way to keep honoring our veterans. We are determined that here in Mashpee, we will never forget the service and the sacrifice of our veterans. Now, the Veteran Banner Committee and these banners that you see are just one of several efforts that the Historical Commission has made to honor our veterans here in Community Park. 5 years ago, we honored the honor squares of those from Mashpee who died in our nation's wars for the Revolutionary War and Civil War, joining those from World War II, Iraq, and Afghanistan who were in Veterans Garden. We added 2 flagpoles, the Wampanoag and the state flags, and we added the MIA POW flag. 2 years ago, we completed and dedicated the new war monument behind you that lists the individual names of those from Mashpee who served from the Revolutionary War to the Vietnam War. And thanks to the voters of this year's past town meeting, using community preservation funds, we are now in the process of building a new war monument that will cover Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. The new monument, which will be located in between the current monument and Veterans Garden, we hope to dedicate around this time next year. Now, we used all 19 lampposts here in the park. Most of the banners are along the walkway in the park. 1 is down in Veterans Garden. 1 faces the sidewalk out on Main Street, Route 130. 3 are on the walkway that go up to the Archives building, and 3 are in the parking lot. Individual veteran banners were put up in random order by the DPW during the setup. So it's our hope that the banners will bring people into the park to stop and reflect on the sacrifice given by our veterans and reflect how fortunate we are here in Mashpee and throughout our country for all that the veterans have done for us. Thank you. Let's see, is Curtis Fry here? We have Curtis. Okay, we're going to read the names that are on the banners, and you can follow along in your program. And when we finish, we invite you to walk throughout the park, view all your veterans banner and all the other banners that are here. So, listed by branch of the service, from the United States Army, George Buchan, Welton Cowett, Norman Dias, Thoreau Bob Hendricks, Joseph LeMay, Paul McGuire, William Mahan, Earl Mills Sr., Elwood Mills, Ferdinand Mills, Josephine Mills, Lewis Mills, Wilbur Oakley, Edmund Ted O'Rourke Jr., Matthew Pell Sr., Frederick Peters Sr., Randolph Peters, Stephen Peters Sr., Stephen Peters Jr., Paul Rifkin, James Russell, Judith Schofield. From the United States Navy, Harvey Albert, John Cotton, Francis Godet, Samuel Walter. From the United States Marine, Kristen Cotton, James McGrill. From the United States Air Force, Rocco Achille, Paul Kochian, Walter Lefevre, George Silver, Gail Slattery. And from the United States Coast Guard, Ashley Dugree, Kevin Galvin, Michael LeMay, Hoban Sanford, Clarence Roy Smith, and Benedict Vellante. So thank you all for coming. We hope you'll meander throughout the park, see the different banners, and they'll be up from now through the end of November. And we have a Veterans Day ceremony here on November 11th. They will be up for that as well. So thank you all for coming. Well, without a mic, but hopefully they hear.